Hello again. In the last video, we wrote a program to blink a LED on the Milky V2 board. Uh, but when we look at the code that we wrote, we don't know what those numbers mean. What are these registers? Uh, if you want to know what it means, we have to look at the data sheet. And uh, but how can we help ourselves? Uh, we could, for example, define a header library with some definitions. So that's what we're going to do. Let's create a header file. Let's save it, and we will do some basic definitions for the header. Okay. We can we use some definitions, for example, for the standard ints. So we can insert here. We can include standard ints, right? And then with that we can do a type def or volatile uint32t. Okay, delete this. I'm sorry for that. And then we can define a reg32t. Okay. So since we have several GPIOs, we have 4 GPIOs, and for those 4 we have several registers, and we don't want to repeat ourselves, we will create a struct, and then we can define a pointer to that struct later for each GPIO. So let's create here a struct. Struct GPIO registers. Okay. And then we will do, it's simple what we are going to do, reg32t, and then we will define each register. So we can do SW port A DR, reg32 SW port A DDR. Here we have a reserved area, so reg32 reserved one with 10 fields. Reg32, let's continue. Reg32 int enable int en, reg32 int mask, reg32 int type level, reg32 int polarity, reg32 int status, reg32 raw int status. We have a reg32 debounce, reg32 port A UI, reg32 X port A, and then we have another reserved area, so we can do reg32 reserved to reserved, sorry for my misspelling, have 3 fields, and then ls sync, and I forgot the reg32. Let's save this, and we now we can define the GPIO base address. So we can do the following. Define GPIO base address, that is 0x 0302000. That is the base address. So we can define for example, GPIO 0, like a struct GPIO registers. It's a pointer to the GPIO base address plus 0 0 0 0 0. I don't like that this line is too long, and then we can copy this line and do that for GPIO 1, 2 and 3, and then we can edit the offsets like this, and it's done. Then we can go back to our initial example for the blink, and then we can do the following. Like this is the DDR register, like this is the offset, and then we can do the following. We can first include of our header file here, so we can include CV1800.8, and then we can do the following here. We can do GPIO, it's GPIO 2, and then we can find SW port A DDR, and then we can repeat what we did, and then we can do GPIO 2 again, SW port A DR, and then we can repeat. I will delete this. Here I will do GPIO 2. The same thing, it's W port ADR. Okay, and that's it. I can remove this line and this line, and we can see that's a lot better. We can better understand what our code is doing. And that's it for today. Thank you guys.